Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Back to throw. Fields.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Hill shedding the tackle. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Go ahead.
On first down, back to Achane.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Come on, 3, kick.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Here's Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane.
56 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. After the turnover, it's Tua.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Devon Achane
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Now Fields going to move them around.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Here we go,
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Here we go.
In motion goes the tight end.
Go.
Here's Fields. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Forced out to his left. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Up.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12
Hey.
at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Fields.
That is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
George Pickens.
31 yards.
And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he's got this down to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Tagovailoa.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, son.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fields changing the play. Harris running straight ahead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
Here we go. Right.
Fields now to throw. Complete to Austin here over the middle. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 4.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Here we go. Right.
Here's Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Don't jump. Ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Tua sets up to pass it.
They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Now Fields. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw is Fields.
Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Fields. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go, side.
Off play action. Fields finds Pickens out right.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Here we go, side.
On the give, this is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go.
In motion left, the tight end. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Short throw to Smith. And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap, Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They hand this off to Harris. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Here's Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moved.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the turnover, it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's wrangled down right at the 45, but they're into enemy territory. In motion, the tight end. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
This is Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sit high. Sit high.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Sit high.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get...
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go.
Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All eyes on Fields.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
On 3rd down, H.M.
But he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is indeed good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Test, bunch right. Here we go.
And one last throw here for Fields. That's caught by Wilson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Dolphins, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.